99X, it's Barnes and Leslie. We should sleaze. Go get it, Fram.
Remember Casey Anthony?
Oh, yeah.
She became a household name in 2008, for those of you that don't remember, following the disappearance and death of her daughter, 2-year-old Kaylee Anthony. And again in 2011 when a Florida jury found her controversially not guilty. Well, guess who's back? Casey just reintroduced herself on TikTok as a legal advocate.
I am a legal advocate. I am a researcher. I've been in the legal field since 2011. And in this capacity, I feel that it's necessary, if I'm going to continue to operate appropriately as a legal advocate, that I start to advocate for myself.
A lot of people have an issue with this resurgence.
A lot. I've seen some of the comments.
And if I could give her some critiques, how about, first of all, what are you thinking? But number two, did you see what a lazy approach that was for her debut on social media? She attached the phone, like basically to the bottom of the door of the car.
It's very laid back.
Looking up her nostrils.
Barnes is going to give her some social media critiques.
If you're going to do it, I'm going to.
That's how you do it, Casey Anthony.
But yeah, she is getting roasted.
I was so shocked to see her do this.
Yeah, whoa, I don't know who told her to come out and play it like that. She's trying to push people to her subreddit. She's got like 3 million or more already views of that, but I don't know that can be read as a positive metric.
So many people are fascinated with people like her. Speaking of shocking, Harvey Weinstein reacts to Adrian Brody mentioning his kids in his Oscar speech. Do you remember that? Because, you know, he obviously is with Georgina, who is Harvey Weinstein's ex-wife.
I did not know that.
Yeah, in his speech, he said, I share this with my amazing partner, Georgina, who has not only reinvigorated my own self-worth, but my sense of value and my values, and her beautiful children, Dash and India. Now, those are her children with Harvey Weinstein. But people are saying Harvey is happy for Georgina and grateful that his kids are being loved and cared for because he's in jail, obviously. How strange is that, Barnes?
What was that supermodel? She's a model, right? Is she a model or an actress? She's beautiful, whatever she is.
Model designer, yeah.
What was she doing with Harvey Weinstein?
I know. Well, everyone thought that at the time, that maybe he was helping open doors for her.
Well, my question was very obvious.
Yeah, I know.
And then somehow she floated over to Adrian Brody. Okay.
Maybe she's helped Adrian Brody because that's what he says, that she has helped him.
I'm just keeping my bingo cards, set everything in place.
I saw this, thought it was interesting. Chris Rock says he's open to hosting the Oscars again. I mean, after 2022, you know what happened? The infamous Will Smith slap. But he says he's actually thinking he could come back.
I thought he was good, and that would be a huge promo for them. They have to think about it.
Now, do you think that he would be the one they would ask back next year, or Conan?
Conan was solid.
I thought Conan was solid, too. It's a toss-up. Everyone's still talking about Timothée Chalamet. He is kind of a little bit intense, but he was on the Theo Von podcast this past weekend, talking about going hard as an actor. And he actually broke it down about misconceptions about actors and acting.
This little misconception about actors, too, and acting. You can have a cushy job on a TV show. If you don't give a about your work, it could be a great lifestyle, right? You're making like high 6 figures, maybe low 7 figures, and you're just showing up when you want. If you give a about what you're doing, these are long days. Wow. You know what I mean? These are 14-hour days, 6 days a week sometimes. 3 months. People got it way harder, but I want to feel that grit. I want to feel it. I hope people don't laugh at it.
No, you respect what you do.
Yeah, because you got to. What else is the point? I talk about this with friends a lot. Like, this is too weird a lifestyle to be
nonchalant about.
Yeah, why do this if you're not going to go as hard as possible?
Now you see why he's so successful. That's impressive.
He wants to be the greatest. He said that in one of his speeches.
He got robbed. He totally got robbed. He didn't win, right?
No, Adrian Brody won. And
that's what I thought. Yeah.
It was such a toss-up because they were both good. But everyone is also talking about Kieran Culkin, and I have to watch A Real Pain. Actually, I'm going to watch it this weekend. But Jesse Eisenberg talked a little bit on The Daily Show about Kieran Culkin Is he acting or is that really his personality?
You know, Kieran, I was like technically his boss, but because the nature of our characters in the movie, where he's like constantly condescending to me and making fun of me, he would do that like in between takes.
Yeah.
And so I did not have one feeling on the set, one day of feeling like in control. Or like he was constantly just like, so he'd be kind of mean to me in a take, and then we'd call cut, and then he'd say, "What stupid shot are you going to do now?" And so like I had no experience of feeling, you know, I guess good.
Now, do you see that as like part of his genius, or is he just sort of being a dick to you and unprofessional?
I truthfully don't know. He's so unusual and so brilliant.
Yeah.
And so it was so great. So I just didn't want to tell him, like, hey, could you be nice? Because he was so great in the movie.
He is so all over the place, Eisenberg. It's pretty funny. Can you imagine those two interacting?
That's why I can't wait to see the movie. James Cameron praising Zoe Saldana. You know, they've worked together in Avatar, and he just went on and on about her recent win. And guess what? Their new movie, Avatar, Fire and Ash, is out December 18th. Did you ever watch any of the Avatars? They're actually really good.
It's just not my thing. No.
It's not your thing. I know.
I recognize it's the hugeness of it, but no, I never got into it.
Before her tragic passing, actress Michelle Trachtenberg was on the brink of securing a deal for her screenplay, Toy Monster. This was a biopic, Barnes, about Jack Ryan and his controversial life in the toy industry. By the way, this guy, he designed all sorts of stuff for Mattel, the Barbie doll, Hot Wheels, Chatty Cathy. Over his career, he held over 1,100 patents worldwide.
Wow.
And designed numerous groundbreaking toys. Now, the screenplay impressed all sorts of people, and she was getting ready to get financing for it, so I wonder what will happen there.
That is such a sad story, and I know the docuseries treatment for that has got to be already probably in production, because these days, you know, you get a docuseries about everything. But what a sad story.
Rest in peace, Michelle Trachtenberg. That is your Celebrity Sleaze.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
I've been doing this show for decades and decades and decades.
With rapid-fire takes.
Learn how to stop it, learn how to run it, or at least make a good argument. I don't even like to play. I've never fought so hard to defend something I don't like.
Scorching debates.
You can beef about anything you want. Why are you pushing me?
He's the Spitfire of sports smack.
Just so you all know, this is no one-off. This is what we're going to get every single day.
Let's go, Jim!
Let's go!
The Jim Rome Show podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.